Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and Christmas season is officially here, so I decided that it would be fun to draw a Christmas-themed My Singing Monsters island with multiple original monster designs made by yours truly. In the last episode, I designed the island itself, called Festive Island, along with all of its exclusive structures and decorations. In this part, I'm going to be designing the first 4 monsters of the island, the single elementals. They will each embody one of 4 elements made for the island: festive, twinkle, gift, and play. Also, in case you're wondering why the island background looks different in this video, is because this island had a different design when I drew these monsters. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into it. For the festive single elemental, I decided to design a simple snowman-like monster. The idea behind this monster was that each of their body segments was a separate monster in the form of a round snowball head, akin to the Fumpies. Each of the heads would have different features to mimic a snowman's appearance. The upper head has a carrot nose and a hat. The middle head has antlers to resemble stick arms and a single cycloptic eye to resemble a coal button, and the bottom face has an actual coal nose. This monster would use its heads to jump on each other to make an electronic drum sound akin to Deej, T-Rox, or Gadzooks from the original game. Now, let's see the finished monster. Meet Blizzbeat, the festive single elemental. One fateful night, a gust of snow from the Fumpyverse found its way near 2 Fumpies' mid-dimensional transportation. This caused the snow to teleport along with them to the monster world. When they arrived, they noticed the frost sticking to their fur, and when they turned around, the snow that followed them turned into a monster. The Blizzbeat, a close relative of the Fumpies, makes music by making its multiple heads hit one another. Since their body parts are disconnected, as well as easily malleable due to being made primarily of snow, other monsters love to decorate them as they wish for a seasonal activity. In case you couldn't tell, for my monster designs, I've been trying to replicate the original game's very distinct art style. Unfortunately, this style is very hard to replicate, but I got the hang of it as time went on. Kinda. You'll notice a very big increase in quality from my 2023 monster designs to my 2024 monster designs for this island in Part 5. For the Twinkle elemental, I decided to make a church bell monster that glows when rung. This monster rings by hitting themselves. I gave this monster's bell cracks on it to make it look old and also to add detail. I also gave this monster a second pair of arms sprouting out of its bell to stand upright. Meet Pleam, the Twinkle single elemental. Their name is a combination of the words gleam and peal, a word for the loud ringing of bells. The monster's need for a wake-up call has officially been fulfilled once and for all. The Pleam, a close relative of the magical knuckleheads, is surrounded by a golden shell that, when swung back and forth, glows and rings melodiously. The loud sound combined with the beautiful warm light is sure to wake up the other monsters in a snap. It took a while for me to decide what to do with the gift single elemental. At first, I wanted to make a hot chocolate monster, since hot cocoa could be considered a non-toy gift. However, that concept was scrapped, although I did end up reusing it for a separate monster. Then, I designed a fluffy gremlin monster with a nose and facial hair made of holly, and a single horn atop their head to resemble a Santa hat. This idea was also scrapped. I wanted this monster to play drums with gift boxes, so I went ahead and drew those before making the third and final concept. I thought it would be fun if the gift boxes had small reindeer-like critters inside of them that were being prevented from escaping by the drummer. Then I got to designing the actual monster. I gave them 2 arms with 4 hands to play the drums easier, but this was changed to just 4 separate arms. I decided to give them a flat stump-like head in between their arms with a warm and friendly grin on their face. I had multiple ideas for what features this head could have, but in the end I settled on a Santa hat with elf ears. Meet Larjess, the gift single elemental. Their name is based on the word largesse, which means to generously give away gifts or money. The handy Larjess is tasked with the duty of capturing vermin on Festive Island. The island's native critters, called caribou, are widely considered pests for crawling inside castle walls, stealing treats, and making loud noises. Long ago, when the problem first arose, many ideas were being thrown around about how to humanely deal with the caribou's uninvited presence. One Larjess suggested that they could lure them into gift boxes with their one favorite food, carrots. This tactic has been used ever since then. The gift boxes also doubled as drums for the Larjess, since not only were its 4 flat hands practically made for them, but drumming also helped ensure that the caribou stayed trapped. For the final monster of this video, the Play Single Elemental, I decided to make an elf-on-the-shelf monster. I added a button eye for detail and made the doll look damaged with strings attached from their leg to arm to allow them to play the violin. They aren't in pain, don't worry. I made their fur resemble a red North Pole outfit, and yes, it's fur, with a mandatory pointy hat. Lastly, I gave them a wooden bow-like hand so that they could play their instrument. I must say, this monster is definitely my favorite one from this video. They are very cute and fit the vibe of the island wonderfully. Meet Jolldoll, the Play Single Elemental. Their name is based on the rhyming scheme that was used to name the elf on the shelf. When young monsterlings are told that they will meet a worker of the Yule itself, they are usually disappointed to find out that this encounter was just with a flimsy doll. Little do they know, however, that the doll is not only one of Yule's workers, but an actual living monster. The Jolldoll is known for being very shy and reserved, and they only move when no one's looking. At night, they will travel to the seasonal shanty to report on the behavior of the monsterlings that they watch. This troublesome journey sadly leads to the Jolldolls getting inexplicably torn up and damaged the next day, but the crafty Jolldolls know how to get resourceful with their happy little accidents. And that is it for today's video. I must admit that this video's drawings were a very big leap in quality from the last video's art, and I must say, it aged significantly better. In the next part, I'm going to be designing the double elemental monsters, so stay tuned for that. Like and comment so that more people see this video, and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Enderboy, out.
Look at the stars in the big black ink. Tell me what you feel and tell me what you see. Is it cold outside? Is it cold out?